It's Oscar talk. Yeah. So what did you guys all think of the Oscars last night? I will say I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to stink. And I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, so that's big. They really they swung the pendulum.
Huge.
Oh my God, the pendulum.
Yes.
I love that Parasite took home 4 awards. That was really cool. And I love the fashion.
The fashion was great.
The first 10 minutes, Janelle Monáe's performance, and then you go into Steve Martin and Chris Rock co-hosting that opening monologue, hilarious, kept me on my couch.
I completely agree. Well done, everyone. I thought that was great. Well, we all love that Parasite won. It was a historic night for a South Korean film to take home Best Picture. The first time a non-English film won the top honor. It also won for Best Director, Best International Feature, and Best Original Screenplay. And I loved that the director, Bong Joon-ho, recognized his fellow directors, like Martin Scorsese.
Thank you so much. When I was young and studying cinema, there was a saying that I carved deep into my heart, which is the most personal is the most creative.
그 말은 that quote was from our great Martin Scorsese. So.
And did you see the Oscars also tried to cut off the producer of Parasite at the end of the show, but the audience did not agree. Let's take a look.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, man. So that is Mikey Lee or Mickey Lee. I'm trying to get the pronunciation correct. And she owns a $4.6 billion media empire in South Korea. And they were about to shut her down, which was not a great idea. I thought Parasite was my favorite movie. What did you guys think about it winning?
I love that. Well, I love that they didn't cut off her speech because she was like, everyone in the audience was championing her with their hands up, and she was just like, I just want to tell everybody they're awesome. Yeah. Like, I'm just happy to be here. And now to know she's a billionaire just saying that. Right? Hats off to her.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I liked Parasite winning because it shows that there's a global conversation, something that translates through every country. And if you have to use subtitles, great. But I mean, you look at Parasite, really that movie's about class. And it's about the class system, and that's everywhere. America, India, Korea, everywhere. And I think it really highlighted that. It's obviously beautifully shot, and it's a really cool storyline. But I think that just shows you that even though it might be in a different language, there's a commonality within all human beings.
Let's be real. It was one of his speeches at the end when he was like, now I'm ready to go drink.
Yeah.
And that was the part I liked.
Yeah.
He had to turn up that night. If you're hanging out with somebody who's making $4.3 billion, you guys got your own little section at Delilah, one of those little clubs out there in LA. After
That's
4
so specific.
Oscars.
That is so specific.
Yeah, did you get paid to say that?
Let me dream.
You know what he said? He apologized to the Oscar engravers for having to write his name so many times because he won 4. Isn't he so sweet?
Humble brag.
Humble brag.
That's a humble brag.
That's a way to flex, to be honest. You're absolutely right. Well, 2 other big winners last night.
Was it me, Al?
No, not at all. Joaquin Phoenix took home the award for Best Actor in Joker, and Brad Pitt took home the award for Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, both their acceptance speeches got political, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But a lot of people are also talking about other moments, like when Joaquin Phoenix brought up his late brother, River Phoenix. Oh, I loved River Phoenix. And Brad Pitt thanked co-star Leonardo DiCaprio. Take a look.
When he was 17, my brother wrote this lyric. He said, "Run to the rescue with love, and peace will follow." Thank you.
Leo, I'll ride on your coattails any day, man. The view's fantastic.
So I also just want to say, what a resurrection Brad Pitt has had. Sober Pitt is a good-looking.
That should be a hashtag on Twitter.
Good Pitt.
And
He's
I learned
a good
so much
Pitt.
about Brad Pitt today, about all the stuff he's doing behind the scenes. You know, I looked at him as just an actor face value, but we talked to Kevin Frazier, which people can check out online and on later shows. But really, he does so much, like build 12 Years a Slave out and help produce that film, help produce Selma. All these films that we're talking about lacking diversity, he's really doing something about it.
That's his first Oscar, was producing for 12 Years a Slave. You're absolutely right.
So hashtag Sober Pitt is kind of, we can say, a second chance. And that's what Joaquin Phoenix talked about, getting a second chance. He was like, a lot of people in that room has given him a second chance. And we're in this cancel culture, And if you think about it, what Chris Rock said during the monologue, he was like, "You're one tweet away from not being able to host the Oscars."
Right,
you know, so I liked how he kind of highlighted that. And I know a lot of people think he's self-righteous in a way with his speeches, but that was one thing I thought.
I'll put that on me. I tend to think Joaquin Phoenix feels a little self-righteous. I don't know why. It just I think what he said was great, but he always comes across a little self-righteous.
Well, we just saw him at BAFTA and now this, so it's kind of like back to back.
You're right.
You're right.
Doing too much?
Yeah, a little bit.